So, what's the bad news? More orcs rampaging through the docks? Or have those infernal statues sent another soul flying to his death? A sheep? That's a whole heap of nonsense. Don't bother me with such wild tales. Why should I help those louts? Most of them would do anything to avoid paying a few extra gold pieces for a proper funeral. And anyway, I haven't got a thing to tell you. Enough of that bloody business. If you're just going to sad story, that. I just concern myself.
That's what you get for trying.
So, what's the bad... A sheep? I suppose you're right. At least if I tell you myself, you'll hear the proper account of things. I buried that blasted sheep, but I swear on my lucky left foot I had nothing to do with that body disappearing. 1 minute it was on my slab, you see. I left the room for just a moment to answer the bell in the front parlour, and when I returned, the body was simply gone. In its place was a sack containing more gold coins than I could even count. The message was clear. Silence is golden. My business has been declining right alongside the rest of our blighted city. And that sack of gold was worth more than I made during one of the good years. I needed cash, and someone needed my silence. I knew I had to bury something or risk being found out. So that night, I stole into the market and made off with Bertia's fattest sheep. It was a bloody waste to stick so much fine meat into the ground to rot, but it had to be done. The next day, the pallbearers retrieved Jake's coffin, sealed to hide the body's terrible wounds, none the wiser that within the casket lay nothing more venerable than a slaughtered beast. Now, you can imagine I've spent more than my share of restless nights wondering who could have wanted that cadaver and for what purpose. I'm not an inch closer to imagining the why, but I've got a few inklings as to the who. Near as I can reckon, there are only 4 people who could have been involved. Mayor Cecil, Captain Aureus, Theleron's apprentice Evelyn, and Esmeralda. Plenty of us shopkeepers entrust the mayor with the spare keys to our businesses, you know. And he's the only person in town with a second copy of the key to the mortuary. He could have used it to sidle in without a peep, if he were so inclined. Aureus himself paid me a visit the night the body was delivered. Came rapping at my door in the frosty morning, before the sun had even started peeping, and told me to tell him, and only him, if I noticed anything strange or suspicious about the remains. Can't see why he'd bothered to go through all that trouble, unless he knew something the rest of us don't. I know it sounds strange suspecting the doctor's apprentice of something so ghoulish as this, but there's few in this city could manage to transport a corpse without raising eyebrows. It was she who delivered Jake's body from the inn to the mortuary, and there was something about her that night, some kind of excitement. Seemed she could barely contain her thoughts, that there was something thrilling about to happen. I can't quite settle it in my mind how a young medical professional would have such a strange reaction to an occasion such as that. And this may or may not have anything to do with the whole rigmarole, but her master, Dr. Theleron, bought an old shack of mine, one overtaken by undead, for an exorbitant price considering what he was getting. I never did figure what he wanted it for, but he sure seemed eager. I never saw a widow less distraught at the death of her husband, and I've seen hundreds pass through my parlor. It was she who rang my bell just before the body was snatched, lured me outside claiming she needed air, before discussing the funeral arrangements. Some accomplice could have sneaked in and grabbed the remains while I was comforting the oh-so-overcome Esmeralda. Sad story that. I just concern myself with giving the remains a respectable exit from life. That gold's the only good thing to come out of this blasted affair, and I certainly plan on making some use of it. You know, I reckon Bertia really didn't get a fair shake in all this, did she? Here, take the money and give it to her. Times are hard enough as they are.
Do I seem like the sort who concerns myself with such things?
You'll be concerned enough when you realize that reward money won't be lining your pockets.
Tell me, Alistair, have you ever had the fortune of challenging the fabled wizard of Hunter's Edge?
Fortune? Ha! Be so lucky as to be defeated by Alistair the Great.
They say he's privy to ancient and arcane secrets. I like to give my best to having old things.
Oh, you haven't left town yet, have you? Jolly good. Join me. Oh, he's a darling old Tom, isn't he? Paws over at the risk of sounding as shallow as a spaniel. Oh, dear Sam, he's such a good old...
What? Oh, it's you! What news? You managed to drive him away? But what if he comes back? Are we destined to live in fear forever after? Jake? Murdered, you say? Oh, yes. Yes, of course. Now I remember. Well, I'm sure the facts will prove me innocent. Keep investigating. You'll see for yourselves in time. Maxine? What in heaven's name are you? I spent months trying. I've always been more fond of...
Hello again, adventurer.
Potions to bemuscle you, scrolls to entussle you. Toe of snake, wing of worm, brew and spice and stir and churn.
I suppose so. But seeing that I'm neither married, engaged, or attached in any way, I've never bothered to inquire.
Polite, handsome, and single. Don't go anywhere tonight, Legionnaire. I'd be afraid alone in the dark.
My, what a strong and handsome officer you are, kind Septimus. You must have fought many a battle, am I right? In fact, I bet you're a real war hero.
Oh, I'm no hero, Esmeralda, dearest. I'm just doing my duty for the Legion.
Well, you certainly are my hero. The rock upon which I may rest my weary soul in these trying and troubled times.
Never fear, milady. As long as I'm around, no hair on your head shall be harmed.
The hunter returns! I hope you are here to shop rather than sleuth. So, what piece of irrefutable evidence are you about to present me with this time? Starstone? Do you mean to imply he can— Well, what do you want to know? I am Esmeralda. Well, what do you want to know? Sometimes I forget. Never imagine. Assure me, dear Septimus, that you haven't been fighting those— The hunter returns! I hope you are here to shop rather than sleuth. So, what piece of irrefutable evidence are you about to present me with this time?
Source hunters, eh? All right, proper, we're finally getting a hand. Things is chaos. If you've got a favourite sheep, best to fry her up now before she gets thieved in the night like me dear plump Ogget, the finest in me herd. Oh, Ogget, you're rotten to the bone. Oh, me poor, sweet, plump girl. You've been wasted entirely. All that roast, all the mutton, not even the sausage grinder will want her now. Give her here, will you? Me little mouldering darling. That louse! Did he even bother grilling a single luscious chop? I bet he wasted every last morsel. Captain Aureus will have a thing or two to say about this.
Dancing dugongs, you nearly startled me out of my boots. Well, you've got my attention, comrade.
Inject some vim into your routine.
This town has seen better.
No better solution to the zombie problem than a set of silver arrows.
Oh, hello, love. Nice day for a little stroll around the market, isn't it?
Well, what sort of arrows?
Not in the mood for cheese. An excuse is more holes than a slice of this fine golden bear.
Yeah, it is.
I'm overheating here.
Mr. Head Honcho Legionnaire! The Source Hunter says that creep Robert stole my sheep.
And?
Well, aren't you going to arrest that stinking thief?
I'll have a talk with him, madam.
Face! To the barracks! March!
Lonesome? Spiritless? Perhaps wrestling an earth elemental will inject some vim into your routine?
Source Hunters, eh? All right, proper, we're finally getting a hand. Things is chaos. If you've got a favourite sheep, best to fry her up now before she gets thieved in the night like me dear plump hog. Throwing that hog in the grinder can hardly make up for the loss of me sweet, succulent hogget. But I admit, it softens the sting a bit. I'll buy myself a new lamb and have a fine veal supper in honour of me lost hoggy woggy. Gold? How much exactly? Enough to cover the costs in gold and tears of a stolen ewe, I'd bet.
Quiet day on the market, it seems.
Aye, nothing to replace me old girl hogget. But I suppose a bit of gold certainly softens the blow. Thanks for that, Source Hunter. Source Hunters, eh? If you've got a favourite sheep, best to fry her up.
Ah, the Source Hunter. Oh, joyous hour. What about it? It was stolen? Gods, what a fool that Roberts is! Taking a bribe in beleaguered old Sicil. Ah, what was he going to do with that gold? Buy the largest kipper in the land? He has a lot to answer for, but not as much as the one that did the bribing in the first place. Guess your mission is pretty clear, isn't it? Off you go to find this munificent body snatcher. You suspect the mayor? Dear me, you couldn't be further from the mark if you lay the blame on a paraplegic cow. The man raised a foundling orc out of the goodness of his heart, you dolt. A murder indeed. Evelyn? Master Theliron's apprentice? Nice lass, huh? Brewed me a potion once that cured me of a rash more bothersome than a badger down your breeches. No, she doesn't seem like the type to play hide-and-seek with stiffs to me. You dare stand here and accuse me of involvement in this sordid affair? You dare accuse a captain of the Legion? Get out! Out! Before I have my men erect a gallows and string up a sauce pinata! You, again. Yes. Discovered any... Have you found any incriminating evidence against it was stolen? Yes, yes. Well, I assume it hasn't crawled back to its grave. So have you found any suspect?
Sir, no, sir.
Far.
To what do I owe the repeated pleasure, Source Hunter? Well, she certainly possesses a critical eye and an... I expect she'll be a very successful healer in her own right when the time comes. She is learning from the best, after all.
Hello again. Terribly sorry, Source Hunter, but I seem to be fresh out of priceless relics for you to destroy.
That tone, soothing a corpse's troubled mind, can't have gotten far. That tone, soothing a corpse's troubled mind, can't have gotten far. I know it's here somewhere. I wouldn't want to ruin this particular batch of party elixir with too much wormwood. Now, that tone, soothing a corpse's troubled mind, can't have gotten far. Oh, I know it's here somewhere. I wouldn't want to ruin this particular batch of party elixir with too much wormwood. Now, that tone, soothing a corpse's troubled mind, can't have gotten far. Now, that tone, soothing a corpse's troubled mind, can't have gotten far. I know it's here somewhere. I wouldn't want to ruin this particular batch of party elixir with too much wormwood. Now, that tone, soothing a corpse's troubled mind, can't have gotten far.
Is that so? Well, I handled the corpse myself, indeed, but I hardly knew the man in life. I was shocked when Ahu asked me to come to the crime scene, but Theliron had taken ill, and the responsibility fell to me. I arrived at the inn, where the body lay just where it had fallen. The injuries were like nothing I'd ever seen. A single intricate laceration wove like lace around every inch of his skin. Neither a beginning nor an ending point were discernible. I examined the corpse and recorded what information I could. I personally delivered the corpse the short distance to the mortician's house. As far as I know, everything was, as far as a magical murder is concerned, quite normal. That strange reaction you caused. I've been studying under Theliron. I've a passion for this work, you see. A
Too much wormwood. To what do I owe the repeated pleasure, Source Hunter? Certainly, what would you like to know? The counsellor, from what I can tell, it seems to be a simple case of jealousy well, she's certainly... I expect she'll be a very successful healer in her own right when the time comes. She is learning from the best, after all.
problem than a set of silver arrows.
Toe of snake, wing of worm, brew and spice 'em, stir and churn.
Sorry, sir.
You think you're funny, Private? Sir, no, sir. Attention! About face! Not! Recruits, that was sloppier than Sicilian stew. Again! Attention! About face! Do the back! Not! Recruits, that was sloppier than Sicilian stew. Again! Attention! About face! Do the back! Not! Recruits, that was sloppier than Sicilian stew. Again! Attention! About face! Recruits, that was sloppier than Sicilian stew. Again!
Sorry, sir. Sorry, sir.
You again? Oh, still not finished with that sorry matter? It was stolen? Yes, yes. Well, I assume it hasn't crawled back to its grave. So have you found any suspect?
I hope your quest fares well, dear hunter. By all means. Of course. I hope your investigation fares well. His body is gone? Replaced with that of a sheep? This is all very disconcerting, to say the least. Grave robbery reeks of necromancy. Could Jake have been involved with those that raise the dead? It seems too improbable to be true, but nevertheless. You're onto something, Hunter. Do follow the scent and see where it leads you. I can, but they say a woman arrived, and I say man and woman, because both of them... It took a while for the lad. How and why he came to be there, no one knows. I myself have none. Now, it may well be established that she is, in fact, the guilty party. I'm not claiming that I'm certain she's innocent, but let's just... I can't say much more, but that they're mad.
Thank the Seven, we've secured the perimeter.
A slice of this fine almond there. A good day to you.
Heavenly herring, delicious dogfish, yours for a scrap gold. No better solution to the dogfish problem.
I give milk. I give wool.
Moo! Don't... Moo! Don't disturb Master Theliron now. He's been so busy with...
If only the popular girls from the Source Academy could see how edgy and dangerous you've become. If only the popular girls from the Source Academy could see how edgy and dangerous you've become.
I know it's here somewhere. I don't want to ruin this particular batch of party elixir with too much wormwood. Courses trouble mine. soothing a corpse's troubled mind. Can't have gotten far. Now, that tone, soothing a corpse's troubled mind, can't have gotten far. Now, that tone, soothing a corpse's troubled mind, can't have gotten far.
Hello again. Terribly sorry, so that strange reaction you call. I've been studying. I've a passion for the.
I know it's here somewhere. I wouldn't want to ruin this particular batch of party elixir with too much wormwood. Now, that tone, soothing a corpse's troubled mind, can't have gotten far. She'll realise soon enough that her little party tricks hardly make her worthy of such grave responsibilities.
traveler.
Might need to blow this one open.
Solution to the zombie problem than a set of silver arrows.
Fresh haddock, perfect for a fry-up.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Hey, stop that!
Soothing a corpse's troubled mind. Can't have gotten far. Soon enough that her little party tricks hardly make her worthy of such grave responsibilities. Somewhere. I really want to ruin this particular batch of party elixir. Too much wormwood.
quiet day on the market, it seems.
The lesser key of Sadakandras. Ugh, what nonsense. Is there no new book to be discovered in this
The knight
library?
in see-through armor? Princess Buttercup with the blushing bottom? Stecken. Esmeralda does have a propensity for all things naughty, hasn't she?
No, this isn't the grimoire I'm looking for. The Encyclopedia Daemonium. I know it by heart.
The knight in see-through armor? Princess Buttercup with the blushing bottom?
Demonology for dumbbells.
Esmeralda does have a
need
propensity
something
for
more
all
advanced.
things naughty, hasn't
The
she?
Pseudomonarchia Daemonum. And a first edition, too. Most promising. No, this isn't the grimoire I'm looking for.
Volume 1, Volume 2.
Encyclopedia
Where's the
Daemonium.
third one
I
gone?
know it by heart.
Shut so. Sometimes I think these books. Hey, stop that!
No, this isn't the grimoire.
Who placed this book here? A
Is
volume
there
of
no
poetry
new book
among
to be
novels?
discovered in this
Ooh,
library?
rack! What mayhem!
The Lesser Key of Sadakandras. Ugh, what nonsense. The Encyclopedia Daemonium.
Kejdenor.
I know it by
Brief
heart.
history of sorcery still hasn't been returned. Celeron will have to pay yet another fine.
The Lesser Key of Sadakandras. Ugh, what nonsense. Is there no new book to be discovered in this library?
Place this book here. A volume of poetry among novels. Urak. Mayhem.
The Lesser Key of Sadakandras. Ugh, what nonsense. Is there no new book to be discovered in this library?
Place this book here. A volume of poetry among novels. Urak. What mayhem.
No, this isn't the grimoire I'm looking for. The Encyclopedia Daemonium. I know it by heart.
Kejdenor. A brief history of sorcery still hasn't been returned. Celeron will have to pay yet another fine.
The Lesser Key of Sadakandras. Ugh, what nonsense. Is there no new book to be
Kejdenor.
discovered in this
A
library?
brief history of sorcery still hasn't been returned. Celeron will have to pay yet another fine.
The Lesser Key of Sadakandras. Ugh, what nonsense. The Pseudomonarchia Daemonum. And the first edition too. Most promising.
Place this book here. A volume of poetry among novels. Urak. Mayhem.
The Lesser Key of Sadakandras. Ugh, what nonsense. Is there no new book to be discovered in this library?
Where's the third one gone? Shut so. Sometimes I think these books sprout little legs in the night.
No, this isn't the grimoire I'm looking for. The Encyclopedia Daemonium. I know it by heart.
Kejdenor. A brief history of sorcery still hasn't been returned. Celeron will have to pay
Demonology for
yet another
dumbbells.
fine.
Ugh, I need something more advanced. The Pseudomonarchia Daemonum. And the first edition too.
Kejdenor.
Most promising.
A brief history of sorcery still hasn't been returned. Celeron will have to pay yet another fine.
The Lesser Key of Sadakandras. What nonsense. The Encyclopedia Daemonium.
If only the popular girls from the Source Academy could see how edgy and
Place this book
dangerous
here.
you've become.
A volume of poetry among novels. Urak. What mayhem. You there. Cut it out.
For. Is there no new book to be discovered in this library?
Place this book here. A volume of poetry among novels. Urak. What mayhem.
The Lesser Key of
Turjageta, friend.
There no new book to be discovered in this library? The Lesser Key of Sadakandras. Ugh, what nonsense. Is there no new book to be discovered in this library?
Place.
What's that gleam?
this a
Volume
key
1,
of
Volume
Sadakantras?
2.
What
Where's the
nonsense.
third one gone?
The Pseudomonarchia Daemonum.
Sometimes I think
First
these books
edition
sprout
too.
little legs in the night.
Most promising.
If only the popular girls from the Source Academy could see how edgy and dangerous you've become.
Are you there? Cut it out! If only the popular girls from the Source Academy could see how edgy and dangerous you've become.
Sky seal isn't so
The
bad on a
council
quiet
has
day like
been
this, is it?
murdered.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.